Welcome back to my kitchen, everyone. Today we are diving deep into the heart of flavor with a dish that is an absolute weeknight lifesaver, but special enough for a Sunday dinner. We're making a sensational Cajun chicken traybake. It's one of those set-it-and-forget-it meals, but with a punch of personality that'll have everyone asking for the recipe. So let's get our aprons on and get started. First things first, let's talk about our star player, the chicken. I've got about 2 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs right here. I love using thighs because they stay incredibly juicy and the skin gets so wonderfully crispy. You could use drumsticks or even chicken breasts, but you might need to adjust your cooking time. We're going to pat these dry with a paper towel. Now for the magic that brings it all together, the Cajun seasoning. You can absolutely use a store-bought blend, but making your own is so easy and allows you to control the salt and the heat. In this little bowl, I'm going to mix together my personal blend. I've got 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika for that gorgeous color and smoky depth, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. Then, for that classic Cajun kick, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Feel free to add more if you like it spicy, or a little less if you prefer it milder. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of white pepper for a more complex heat. Finally, we need some salt. I'm going in with about 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Let's give that a good whisk until it's all beautifully combined. Just smell that. It's the smell of pure deliciousness. Okay, let's get our chicken seasoned. I'm placing the chicken thighs in a large bowl. We're going to drizzle about 2 tablespoons of olive oil all over them. This will act as a binder for our seasoning and help that skin crisp up. Now, we're going to generously sprinkle our homemade Cajun spice blend all over the chicken. Don't be shy here, we want every single piece coated in this glorious flavor. Use your hands to really get in there and massage the seasoning into the chicken, making sure you get it under the skin too. That's where the real flavor infusion happens. Once they're all coated, we'll just set them aside for a moment to let those flavors start to meld. While the chicken is marinating, let's prep our veggies. A traybake is all about that beautiful medley of roasted vegetables soaking up all the chicken juices. Today, I'm using a colorful mix. I've got 1 large red onion which I've cut into wedges. I also have 2 bell peppers, 1 red and 1 yellow that I've sliced into thick strips. The sweetness of the peppers and onions is the perfect balance to the spicy Cajun seasoning. And for some heartiness, I'm adding about 1.5 pounds of baby potatoes, which I've halved. I love using these because they cook up creamy on the inside and get nice and golden on the outside. Finally, for a little bit of green and a classic Louisiana touch, I've got about a cup of sliced okra. If you're not an okra fan, you can easily swap it out for some zucchini or green beans. Let's get all these beautiful vegetables onto our sheet pan. I'm using a large rimmed baking sheet. This is important so that none of the juices spill over in your oven. We'll spread the potatoes, bell peppers, onions, and okra in an even layer. Now we'll drizzle them with another 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We also need to season our veggies. I'm going to use some of that remaining Cajun spice blend we made earlier, probably about 1 tablespoon or so. We'll also add a little extra salt and pepper. Let's toss everything together right on the pan until all the vegetables are lightly coated. Now it's time to bring it all together. We're going to nestle our seasoned chicken thighs right on top of the vegetables. Try to spread them out evenly, leaving a little space between each piece. This allows the hot air in the oven to circulate, which is key for crispy skin and evenly cooked vegetables. I also have a whole head of garlic here. I'm just going to slice the top off to expose the cloves, drizzle it with a tiny bit of olive oil, and place it right on the pan. As it roasts, the garlic will become soft, sweet, and spreadable. It's an amazing little bonus. Finally, I'm going to scatter a few sprigs of fresh thyme over everything. The thyme will release its earthy, aromatic oils as it bakes, adding another layer of incredible flavor. Our beautiful traybake is now ready for the oven. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 200 degrees Celsius. This high heat is going to give us that perfect roast. We're going to bake this for about 40 to 45 minutes. The exact time will depend on the size of your chicken thighs. You'll know it's done when the chicken skin is golden brown and crispy, and the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit when checked with a meat thermometer. The vegetables should be tender and slightly caramelized around the edges. While that's baking, let's talk about a little something extra to serve alongside. I love to whip up a quick and zesty lemon herb yogurt sauce. It's the perfect cool and creamy contrast to the warm spice of the Cajun chicken. In a small bowl, I'll combine about a cup of plain Greek yogurt, the juice of half a lemon, a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley, and a tablespoon of chopped chives. A little salt and pepper to taste, and then just stir it all together. It's so simple, but it really elevates the whole dish. Okay, the timer just went off and the aroma filling my kitchen is absolutely divine. Let's carefully take the tray bake out of the oven. Look at that! The chicken is perfectly golden and crispy. The vegetables are tender and beautifully roasted, and you can see all those delicious juices in the bottom of the pan. Everything looks incredible. I always like to let the chicken rest for about 5 to 10 minutes before serving. This allows the juices to redistribute back into the meat, ensuring every bite is moist and flavorful. Now for the best part, plating it up. I'm going to serve a couple of pieces of this juicy chicken right onto a plate. Then I'll spoon a generous amount of those roasted vegetables and potatoes all around it. Don't forget to squeeze out some of that soft, roasted garlic over the top. It spreads like butter and the flavor is just heavenly. A little sprinkle of fresh parsley for a pop of color and freshness, and then a big dollop of that creamy lemon herb yogurt on the side. And there you have it, a stunning, delicious, and incredibly easy Cajun chicken tray bake. It's a complete meal all on one pan, which means minimal cleanup, and we all love that. This is comfort food at its finest with a bold and zesty twist. I can't wait to dig in. The chicken is so tender it's falling off the bone, the skin is crispy, and the vegetables have soaked up all that amazing flavor. It's just perfect. Please comment if you have tried it and see you in the next video.